few time to Buhari leaving office. Part of the things wey him don't do, you understand, during this in a quarter to go, some people not happy with them. Even in party members, some of them, they don't happy. They say, look, you cannot come and do this thing just quarter to go. It don't make sense. When I remember saying that on top this channel, I say, Buhari won't collect 800 million naira, $800 million loan from World Bank. Say he won't use and cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal. Say he go send the money, give the vulnerable. Say na via wire, they go send the money. Una they hear me? One senator don't come outside. He named na Senator Ali Ndume. Him talk say, look, I don't understand what this guy won't do. He won't collect $800 million. We be say approximately my own calculation. Now 400 billion. Him they talk 300 and something. Now 400 billion. I be that. And if you share them to these 50 million families, when I say I won't share the money, give people who don't collect their name inside the one register. Say now them when I go share the money. My name no dey the register. I don't know whether your name there inside the register. If they share that money, give that 50 million families. They go get like 5,000 or 7,000. That money, he go fit buy one bag of rice. He no go buy. So make una help me listen to Senator Ali Ndume as him take address this issue of 500 million dollar loan with Buhari won't go collect from what do they call him? World Bank. We be say him send the request enter National Assembly and this man will be inside the House of Rep. What be that name? Femi Badabiamela. He don't approve him because now in office the thing will come. He don't approve him. Una hear me? So make we hear waiting Senator Ali Ndume get to talk as he take consign this $800 million this loan wey Buhari won't use to farewell for Nigerians before he go waka come off for office. Ngwano watch.
I woke up this morning in order to come and attend this. I thought Nigerians would get something out of it. Let me tell you, the loan issue is something that is in the public domain there. I've even preparing to go to court to stop that if I can. And you are talking to me about what they did in the House of Representatives. I'm not in the House of Representatives. I have stated my reason why I'm against that loan. I'm not against borrowing, but if we are to borrow to consume as they are planning to do now, I'm against it. Especially in this case, when you look at the statistics, I have it here. If you borrowed $800 million and convert it at the going rate, official rate is 450, you'll have about 360 billion. If you divide it to their planned number of people that they want to distribute that money to, that is 50 million. A person will go with the 7,200, which is not even enough to buy a bag of rice. By the time they distribute that money, we will be left with nothing but paying for it for the next 40 years, as they said. But if the government is smart enough to say that we borrow this money and divide it by each of the local government, 774 local government, each local government will have at least 116,000 naira. With that, you can build blocks of classroom. With that, you can build primary health care centers. With that, you can buy fertilizer for farmers, and the impact will be felt. But with this, it's just going to be another money down the drain. But even that, you are just about 2 weeks to go, and you are saying that you are borrowing 800 million and going ahead to spend that $800 million in 2 weeks. That I'm totally against. But as I said, this is democracy. Some people can have their way, and I'm having my say on Arise TV this morning. I'm against this loan of 800 million naira, and I was expecting that Nigerians will make their voice known that they are against this the borrowing at this time.
Bam. I'll leave the middle talk and finish. Everything you talk for there. Why you want to wire 7,000, 5,000, give 50 million families, you know if you buy one bag of rice. Whereas if you want to collect that money, because him talk say he's not against collecting loan. If you want to collect that money and when I say we won't share this money, give the local governments who will have inside this country. You understand? At least it go around, it go reach like 450 or 430 million. You understand? It go around, and then they feel use that money now, build healthcare, build schools, better the life of the people. Say that one is better. That say when I say when I want to do wire 7,000, 5,000, they give 50 million families. What did that one want do? What did the money want do? What's up now? Now waiting Ali Ndume talk inside that video. Una dey hear me? Him say he go drag this people go court o. This Buhari say this money e no go come out. This money, e no go come. He is ready to go to court to stop this $800 million from entering Buhari hand, because e don clear say these people wan use this money settle themselves before they comot from office. Senator Ali Ndume, I like what you talk, but I don't know whether you dey talk this thing now because Buhari is quarter to go, so you have nothing to lose, and an incoming government dey enter. I don't know, but whichever case, at least you talk through. So I go say kudos for your one Kobo input on this matter. Most of una go dey ask now, say, what kind of a country is Buhari handing over to the incoming government? Okay, I go tell una. I am here to tell una the kind of country that Buhari will be handing over to the incoming government. I beg, make una help me listen to one senator that I respect so much. I like this man. He sabi talk. His name na Senator Shehu Sani. Now him be the former senator where they represent Kaduna Central for inside Kaduna State. I beg, listen to this guy. I'm gonna watch.
The next president is inheriting a divided country along sectional, ethnic, and regional line. The next president is inheriting over 77 trillion naira domestic and foreign debt. The next president is inheriting 133 million poor Nigerians. The next president is inheriting uncompleted projects and abandoned promises by this administration. The next president is inheriting a serious security problem that has remained unsolved by this administration. According to recent statistic, which was official, about 63,000 Nigerians were killed in the last 8 years of this administration. Kidnapping is still gone. Terrorists from Boko Haram to ISIS are still operating. So these are the challenges the next president is going to inherit. And meanwhile, remember, is it the IMF World Bank said in the next few months, about 96% of our revenue will be used to service debt. Now, this is what the incoming president-elect is going to face. So this is the kind of country President Buhari is leaving behind. And to me, I think the next president is not inheriting a plane that's on a tarmac, but he is taking over the seat of a pilot while the plane is on turbulence, is on storm. So I know that things are not going to be easy. And I believe that by the time Buhari leaves power, there will be a lot of revelation as regards to what has actually happened in the last 8 years at this administration. And the best way to do it is for the incoming administration to come out openly and tell Nigerians the truth, what they have actually inherited. But if you cover them, if you try to protect this administration on the ground that you are from the same party, the roof is going to fall on the head of whoever is going to take over power in Nigeria after May 29. So that is my view. They should tell Nigerians the truth of what they have inherited, and if there is a need to immediately set up a committee or panel to probe this administration, all the loans that have been sourced and the projects they have been used for, and how the ministries, department of agencies of this government have been run for the last 8 years, this incoming administration must probe this administration if they are going to have the benefit of doubt and the leverage for them to be able to operate. But if you take over power and say everything is fine and good, then you should know it that you are going to bear the consequences of what will happen after May 29.
Hey, Senator Shehu Sani, he don't analyze them nakanara where given how it dey be. This is the kind of country that Buhari will be handed over to the incoming government. Number one, a divided country along ethnic and religious lines. Una dey hear me? The country, he don't divide it, make no lie. Number two, Buhari will be handed over 77 trillion naira loan to the incoming government. How want they pay this money? 77 trillion naira loan to the incoming government. Fellow Nigerians, how want they pay this money? Number three, 96% of our revenue will be used to service our loan. 96% of our revenue, money we will make. If we make 100 million, 96% of that 100 million, now what we go use pay they pay for this loan. Now why I call for you? This 77 trillion naira loan. 96% of our revenue. Now we go use they pay this loan. That means now only 4% will get to carry out capital projects. Number 4, 133 poor Nigerians. The statistics of the poor people where they this country now. Now 133 million poor Nigerians. 133 million poor Nigerians. Now we get inside this country. When they hear me. Now waiting the incoming government go inherit. Number 5, uncompleted projects and abandoned promises. They promise us where $1 to $1. They will shoot something, enter space, we go get satellite for space. They go do this one, student loan, now all of these things, now the incoming government go inherit. Number 6, serious security problem. Better one. Boko Haram, what do they call them? Fulani herdsmen, unknown men, and unknown gunmen. All of them, now waiting the incoming government go inherit. And then, with all this security waiting for these 8 years, I know how many people don't die inside this country. 63,000 people have been killed for these 8 years. Will Buhari be our governor? I be our president. 63,000 people. No waiting be that. For just 8 years, a person be president of Nigeria. Someone that is supposed to serve as the chief security of the country, protecting lives and properties. Under your watch, 63,000 people died in 8 years of your presidency. Now, what is the solution? There is an advice for the incoming government. And when I hear for that video when I watch. Senator Shehu Sani talks, say, this incoming government, any government, anyone where God permits, they swear in. No go there, go they do hanky-panky with Buhari. You understand? Probe the government and save yourself. All these things, all the money that have been collected, probe them, satellite everywhere, find out, say, look, this money they with you, or say they use and do something. Check the account to how much they remain for there before them come out. Take everything, no go carry bese put for your head. You understand? Something where another government commits. Now you now work on the. You understand? Check everything. Audit the loans. And you understand? Whether they use the money to work for Nigerians. Because most of this money, if they collect them, now share. They share them on top table. Everybody will collect it on they go house. When they hear me? Check all these things. So if not, now better we see. Now in your head. Probe the Buhari government. If the already talk and say, if anybody disturb him, Buhari will talk. If anybody disturb and say, he go run enter Niger Republic. Say Niger Republic, he no far from Daura in hometown. So when I don't know say, him no say they go probe him. Him no say, what him do? He no too make sense. And if the government where they enter get sense, if they probe him, they go find 1 or 2 shady deals. Him don't they plan a way now to enter Niger Republic. Probe Buhari, this incoming government. Probe him if not. All the thing where him don't do. Now on top your head, in a canal like this, and now you will know. ahead, we don't know anything will happen in the past. Now the future, now you will know. And now you be our president. Use your head, be wise. Fellow Nigerians, now the Jesus I can come for honor today. I go see honor later. I beg. If you like this update, subscribe to my channel. I beg. Because Ejo da Allah. Subscribe.